It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. It's the Lions and the Niners on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. In motion goes the tight end. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it. Go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that is incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envision a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Samuel in motion. On fourth down, here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. The Niners at 10-5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
You look at this Niner defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Gone.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's got it to Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Tim Patrick, 27 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 49ers offense and Brandon Ayuk getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, set. Top low 18.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
To throw is Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Tim Patrick,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Purdy from the gun. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now it's gone.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This from 44 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw, Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's caught inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point try now for Moody.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Patrick Mahomes, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy looking to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Goff now looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10,
right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw, Goff. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Sam Laporta.
44 yards.
And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Cowboy 80.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he rifles one incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Throwing here, Dobbs.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Dobbs to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. To throw is Dobbs.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Gone. And his pass incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now Dobbs.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Let's go. 70 range. 70 range. Go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Goff.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now Goff. He's got it to Williams.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To the air again. Goff. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now Dobbs taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
And Detroit back in possession of the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Inside the
10. Touchdown, Detroit.
David Montgomery with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Dobbs is throwing. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Now they'll change things up.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw Dobbs. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up.
And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
39 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Dobbs. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Moody for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Throwing to start the drive. Dobbs taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Ready? Chap 60, chap 60. 79 Bronco. Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
7 Pirates. Set. Ready?
Looking to throw. Dobbs
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
19 Lions. Dragon 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Lions,
they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.